What's up, beautiful people? Welcome to the weekly Q&A call, and it's where we talk about concepts on how to scale back your time in regards to if you're an online business owner, if you're running a done-for-you agency, and you're looking to switch the done-with-you consulting model. Here we just talk about concepts. Feel free to comment and ask any questions, but typically what I do here is I pick a topic, talk about it. If there's anyone on here, comment if you have questions and I'll address it, right? So today we're going to go over how I'm utilizing SKOOL, specifically the community group SKOOL, as a platform to get back my time as an online business owner. And I'm going to shed the light on what I'm doing, the types of contents that I'm creating, how I'm structuring it, how I'm getting sales, so you guys can replicate that, and hopefully you guys can also get back your time by utilizing some of the things that you learn here today. So let's just dive into it, right? So for those of you who don't know me, it was strategic in me putting this like testimonial wall here. And if you haven't checked out testimonial.to, it's pretty sweet, right? So for you OG online marketers out there who create landing pages like this and you have to, upload them each time. The cool thing about this is you upload it one time, you get an embed code, and as people are leaving you testimonials, it just pops into your landing page, and it's pretty freaking sweet, right? And it's one of the things that's getting back my time, especially, pumping out landing pages or just putting out social proof. Game changer, right? So how I'm utilizing SKOOL to, sell clients, build a community, and ultimately make revenue for my online business so I can get back my time. And the thing that I like to hone in on is the things that I'm doing here on SKOOL. Funny enough, I wrote down in my journal, or one of my goals in January, that I just wanted to get paid to be a creator. And SKOOL has allowed me to do just that. Before, when I was running, I built my first 7-figure agency in 2020, and that was eventually acquired by an Inc. 5000 company. And on paper it was great, right? I was posting my Stripe screenshots, which I'm sure many of you can relate to. And that's how I would get my fulfillment, right? Is getting other people to say how great I was, but I had no time, right? Getting on sales calls, managing sales staff, built out a call center at one point. So I was managing all, call center reps and paid team, account executives and stuff like that. It wasn't worth it. And yeah, it was validating to post a screenshot or whatever. But, to give you guys context, when my second child was born, I literally took 2 days off, like 2 days, right? And that's the time that you can't get back. And ultimately, that's why, like, my mission is to get everyone's time back through the Scale Back Your Time, challenge and in groups. But I found a way to get my time back while still utilizing the skill sets that I have currently in place, which is digital marketing, content creation, advertising, and all that stuff. So here's how I do it, right? I do a 2-pronged approach for SKOOL, and I have a free group and a paid group, right? And that's how I'm structuring it. So for full context, and then I'll give you the context and I'll tell you how I'm doing it. I am using what's called an authority funnel to drive traffic to SKOOL, and really all the authority funnel is short funnel pieces of content. I shouldn't say that's all it is, right? There's more components to that, but short form pieces of content strategically to push my ideal clients towards an action, right? And we go over this in Plug, right? I go over exactly how to do this even in the free kind of group that I have, the free challenge, but I'll conversationally say it. You probably already know it, following Alex Ramosi, right? It's who's the dream client, what's their dream outcome, list out every step to get to their dream outcome, list out all accountabilities, all assets, anything that they might need to reach their dream outcome. and then list out all limiting beliefs, why someone would say no, come up with solutions for everything. It's the thing that we learned about in $1 Million Offers, right? I'm not saying anything completely new, but here's where I take it a step further, right, than in the book is those elements that we create, those solutions that we create to address all limiting beliefs, why someone would say no, again, mapping out the dream outcome and all that stuff. That is the foundation of our top of funnel, middle of funnel, and bottom of funnel content, right? And we use, in the authority funnel, we use social channels just like this, like Instagram, like I'm sharing on my screen right now, as a landing page, right? We use top of funnel short form pieces of content to attract our ideal clients, right? And we use middle of funnel long form pieces of content to nurture them. And there's more to it, but those are the cornerstones of an authority funnel. So what I'm doing, and I'll walk you through it right now, is creating short form pieces of content, again, strategic to my client avatar, where it's just giving value, right? I'm telling stories. This one I was working 80-hour weeks, right? As an agency owner, burnt out, wanted to see if I could work less but get paid more, right? So I'm building familiarity and trust through the short form piece of content by talking about things from a psychographic level that my dream client or avatar actually cares about. The worst thing that you can do is just create content that you think people know, right? So, the reason why this is effective is because, my target demographic is myself 2 years ago, right? If you're not necessarily doing that, then you'll have to ask your clients, what do you actually care about, right? That's what I had to do when I was doing this for medical aesthetics. So when I first started this, I come to find out I was creating content using the same authority funnel, but I was attracting agency owners, even though I'm doing that now, right? But that wasn't my case when I was doing it for medical aesthetics. So if I scroll all the way down, you can see here that, I'm saying, let's see here, 4 seconds, I'm going to show you how to get the exact plan to scale 7 figures if you're already running paid ads. Well, that one's not for medical aesthetics. Let me find someone that is. Let's see. You're selling high ticket aesthetic services, then stop scrolling, found this new demand generation strategy that's allowing aesthetic practice owners to attract affluent clients with discretionary income, right? So that's what they wanted, right? Affluent clients with discretionary income to sell high ticket medical aesthetic services. Before I was saying, hey, get booked appointments, and come to find out who is that attracting? Marketing agency owners, right? Or online consultants. That's not who I wanted. Just wanted to give you that context because it does matter what you say in these videos, right? So I would use top of funnel short form pieces of content as the ad. And then I would remarket to them, right? And I go over this more so in the group, right? But I remarket to them pieces of content that drive traffic to my middle of funnel content, where right now it is SKOOL, because you can add on, videos and images, right? So the videos I'm really treating as like a virtual sales letter, right? So if I'm treating this as a landing page, right? So getting followers and all that stuff is, you can almost think about it as like building my list. The top of funnel content is attracting them. We're saying part of the call to actions that I'm testing out that you guys should too, as well as, hey, if you want to know more about this, just shoot me a follow and scroll through my past content, right? Get the follow. And even if they don't follow you, we're building that custom audience list to remarket to, right? So all in all, we're building a list, and then we're remarketing to them middle of funnel piece of content to nurture them, right? And in this instance, it is on SKOOL. So you can see here, it's a little video, and you guys can check this out, right? Video of a mini VSL of what this is, some images on like what they get, one-on-one consulting, community wins, right? Communicating wins, and kind of communicating the lead magnet that I'm promoting is like a 7-day challenge personal to them, right? Get on a call, 7-day action plan, You get the accountability, you get the course. And even my hook is like, even this free course, you will launch in 7 days, right? It's hard to say no, right? It's hard to say no to that, right? And at this time of this recording, like the Scale Back Your Time Challenge has only been around for like a month and a half, and it's already grown like 575 people, which is cool, right? And the costs that is associated with getting these members are insanely cheap. We go over that in the course, right? Obviously, but what I'm doing here is positioning this as like a unscalable, no-brainer offer. Now, here's the trick. It's perceived as unscalable. That means more value, and people only buy when the value we present to them is greater than the cash that they give us. So on paper, it is perceived as high value, high unscalable. They're like, you're doing one-on-ones, like there's no way. But there's a trick. And again, I go through it in the course, right? Plug. But they join the community, and the whole strategy behind that is to, one, book a call, obviously, so I can assess kind of what's going on. And I even say it here in this post right here, like, hey, book now, get your 7-day action plan, or else you're going to be removed. Sounds harsh, but here's the deal. It's my mission to get everyone's time back, literally everyone, right? If you're on this online business journey, I believe that, well, one, you have the ability to create a business that you truthfully love and leverage that to get back your time while also profiting way more than you are like doing a done-for-you agency. And I'm talking like, 60 to 90% profit margins. Let's just be honest here. Otherwise, like, what are we doing? Why do we choose this life, right? But I do that so, one, I can meet them, I could develop a personal plan, but the strategy here is like the plan is piggybacks off this whole course module, right? Obviously, I'm doing this personally to them, and I'm creating an actual plan, but the bulk of the work is in module 1, where I've given away everything. Like literally, this is the story of how I transitioned my 7-figure agency, which was acquired, right? Again, on paper, it sounds cool, but had no time. And for context, like when my son was born, I literally took like 2 days off, which is nuts, right? But how I transitioned my done for you agency to done with you consulting model, and my first month like did 30K. You know what I mean? And you can argue like 30K, that's not that much to like other gurus. I just got off this consulting call, and I literally told one of the group members in the Scale Back Your Time group is like, I'm selling my premium membership right now currently for $97, right? Insane. Because, when I first started, I was selling my, one-on-one consulting for like $8,000. And I'm not going to lie to you, right? I mean, part of the strategy is like free group. It's a low ticket paid group. And if you get the value and you want to work with me one-on-one, yes, of course, like I'm going to charge you accordingly. We're not idiots here, right? But I really wanted to build something that enabled me to get back my time with my kids, one, but then also because my chosen niche fills my cup, I'm more energized to be with them like after work. And that's not something that most online business owners can say, right? On the front end, they may be like, oh yeah, I'm making like $200K a month. Maybe their parents, and then they're always thinking about work. They have to like hire people, high human capital. Profit margins are lower than what it could be, and they're always thinking about work. And then when they finally get off work, hanging out with their kids, they're not even mentally there. That's what I experienced, right? Not my journey. Don't want to do it. So the reason why I do it so cheap is because, and I don't want to devalue my services, but the reason why I do it so inexpensive is because it is my mission to get everyone's time back, right? While also getting my own. So if I'm providing, I would classify this as like a $10,000 actually $30,000 worth of value. I even put it here in the premium about page, $30,000. If I'm delivering value and helping you grow on a more personal level than, say, the last kind of coaching program that you bought, and like even so, like I did this post where I am raising prices, and this individual right here, Harold, he's like, I paid over $6,000 in other programs. Jordan's taught me way more in a month. I know that these individuals that just posted, most likely, and if you're watching this, thank you, most likely will never leave. And if I continue to give value at this price point and build the community will eventually grow bigger than I am, and I am just talking with individuals that fill my cup, right? And it won't feel like work. That's what I know is true, right? And that's why I do it. So, my strategy for the free group, is to just give, immense value, give everything away for free, sell the implementation, which is why, I say, like, even in module 1, you will launch at the end, right? And I even give you ways on how to get sales without paid ads, which is also like a bottleneck and limiting belief, and why someone wouldn't move forward, which again, if you remember pure Alex Hormozy, like, what's all limiting beliefs, why someone would say no. So I'm saying, oh, I don't have money I don't want to run paid ads. Great. Here's how to do it without it, right? Obviously, there's more to running a consulting program than just launching. There is like how to scale, how to create a sense of longevity with your business, security. So that's why I use content to push the premium group, right? And this is how I'm getting sales currently. And again, at the time of this recording, right, you can argue like, hey, 39 people, that's not a lot. It's a month and a half in. And that's how I know it's a viable thing, because a month and a half in, I'm just focusing on creating content and giving value. Sales are being made without me actually having to do much of selling, right? So that is the key components of SKOOL and why it is so valuable in my opinion, right? And to even give you a second look, right? I did the exact same thing with SKOOL, right? That I'm showing you the Scale Back Your Time version, which is my, solution for agency owners and coaches and consultants. But I did do it with medical aesthetics. I did the exact same thing where, I did a little different version of it where it was still a free group at the time, right? If you go on this right now, it is $67, but that's because I'm not pushing it right now, right? And I don't want, as of right now, people to enter the group because I'm not even doing anything with this group yet, or as of right now, right? But at the time, it was free, right? And I would do ads from my profile, just like, let me give you a good example, just like, oh yeah, I did run those just like this, right? Where you talk about, here's how to get value, here's how to get the plan of how I grew a clinic from 0 to 100K a month in less than a year. That clinic, just side note, that clinic is now 200K a month, right? But it was a video just like this, top of funnel content to middle of funnel, right? So it would be the videos right here to lead magnet, which is the free class, which again, here's how I grew my clinic to 150K a month in a year, right? I need to update that to 200K a month. But I would use the free group as a means of appointment setting, because when they enter the group, because they've gone through my authority funnel, they know kind of the values I bring, my years of expertise, my whole framework. It's an easier thing to say, hey, what'd you think about that? As opposed to like the whole like spiel of like cold appointment setting, which sucks anyway, as you guys know. And then also, if you guys are relying on like cold DMs, I think that thing is going away anyway, because of the changes with Meta and Instagram. So it's not going to be a thing for too much longer, which is why I believe that everyone should adopt kind of this authority funnel strategy, And even if you don't choose school, let's just say you don't choose school, I think it should be a form of list or community build to lead magnet to just genuinely striking conversations with people to appointment set. Like literally that's the framework. And right now I find it very valuable to go to school just because there's a lot of the heavy hitters on, just marketing in general are on here. Go High Level has its own equivalent, I'm sure, or not sure, they do. I have no experience with that, but regardless of what it is, as long as you're giving value to your chosen target demographic or client avatar, I don't think you can go wrong, right? So that's how I'm using Skool to get back my time, and also how I'm getting sales without doing much of anything. I'm just creating content and giving value, which is ultimately what I want to do anyway. And I told this to another group member in the group who just did a coaching call with me. I said, I am choosing to build a business around my lifestyle. I don't care what other gurus or colleagues think of me anymore. Like thinking like the price point that I'm charging right now is insanely cheap. Yeah, on paper it is, but it's allowing me to get back my time with my family, get back my time for myself, give me more energy. Because if I've learned one thing in this entrepreneurial career is, yes, it's great. It's great to make money. And obviously I'm making money because I'm more profitable, right? And I have my time. But it's not worth it if you're spending all your time working, missing out on family memories and stuff. Because, I'm at that point where dad passed away, getting older, people are passing away and stuff like that. It's like, what are we doing here, right? What is really more important? And that's my journey, right? That's why I built Scale Back Your Time. That's why my whole mission is to preach the messaging of like, hey, owning an online business is great. The grind is okay, but you shouldn't be grinding your whole life because life is precious. You got one life to live. So let's do something that we actually love and leverage that to get back our time. Hopefully this was helpful for you guys. Love having these weekly Q&A calls, or just talking in general, right? If you like this, feel free to, I'm asking you, right? Please consider liking and subscribing to the YouTube channel. That way you're notified every time videos like this come up. And then also, if you want further help, and even if you want to talk with me one-on-one, join the Scale Back Your Time Challenge. If not only the free group, because you can book a call with me, and I'll show you right here, you can book a call with me. You can take this, what's called a virtual consult, where I'll interactively talk to you, and then you'll have the chance at the end to schedule an appointment with myself, like directly, so we can chat. I promise you, right? So hopefully this was helpful for you today. Thank you for tuning in, and we'll see you on the next one. We'll see you.